Sorry, I know, you probably expected a Nike commercial. And since we're at it, pretend that I'm Phil Knight and let me tell you the story about how this brand began. It started like this. One morning, a guy, yeah, that's me, I decided to wake up before the birds and before the sun. I drank a cup of coffee and wolfed down a piece of toast. Put on my short, a sweatshirt, and laced up my shoes. And quickly sleep out the back door. And that morning, I asked myself, why is it always so hard to get started? But at least it's a beautiful place to be from, and I'm very happy to be back home after 7 long years away. At last, I'm proud to call my home Oregon, and Little Portland my birthplace. It's funny, I still remember what the best teacher I ever had said about what it meant to be Oregonian. How our people decided to blaze our own trail to get to this land. All that was in our character, or faith, or DNA, because he said the coward never started, and the weak all died along the way. That leaves us. So it was our job to keep that strain alive. Talking about school, last night, I lay on my back and stared at my high school trophies and ribbons, and thought that on paper I'm an adult, graduate from college, earn a master from a top business school, and survive a year-long hitch in the US Army. So why do I still feel like a kid? Worse, I was the same shy, pale, rail-thin kid I'd always been. I hadn't broken a rule, let alone the law. I can't even think of one time I cut loose and done the unexpected. Like all my friends, I wanted to be successful, but unlike them, I didn't know what it meant. Money? Maybe. Wife? Kids? House? Sure, if I was lucky. These are all goals that I was taught to aspire to, and part of me did aspire to them, instinctively. But deep down, I was searching for something else, something more. I have an aching sense that our time is short, shorter than we ever know. Short as a morning run, and I want mine to be meaningful and purposeful and creative and important, above all different. I want to leave a mark on the world. I want to win. At different times of my life, I'd fantasize about becoming a great novelist, a great journalist, a great salesman. But my ultimate dream was always being a great athlete. I want to feel what a runner feels when near the finish line, or a football player scoring a goal and the crowd rises as one. I want that, whatever that was, to be my life, my daily life. Sadly, at age 24, I was finally resigned to the fact that fate has made me good, not great. But what if there were a way, without being an athlete, to feel what athlete feels? To play all the time instead of working. Or else to enjoy work so much that it becomes essentially a game. Having that thought always led me to the same idea, my crazy idea. Maybe, just maybe, I need to take one more look at my crazy idea. Maybe my crazy idea just might work. At age 24, I did have a crazy idea. And somehow, despite being dizzy with existential angst and fears about the future and doubts about myself, as all young men and women does in their mid-20s, I decided that the world is made up of crazy ideas, especially the things that I loved most. Books, sports, democracy, and free enterprise all started as a crazy idea. So I made a promise to myself that I will let everyone call my idea crazy, but I will keep going. I will never stop. I promise that I will stop thinking about stopping until I get there, and I won't give any more thought about what there is, and whatever comes, I will not stop. So that was the message of Phil Knight, the co-founder of Nike, to himself the morning of 1962, and this video was inspired by his book, Shoe Dog. I can promise you that it's one of the best books I've read this year. So what are you waiting for? Just grab it. Yeah, right there. Just do it. If you like this video, please subscribe and share for more videos like this. Until next time, I hope I brought you one step closer to your better self.